You shall not covet. Have you broken this commandment? This is much more common than you think. On social media, there are some who love to post about their life: cars, houses, vacations, dream spouse, dream life, dream body, you name it. The Hebrew word for covet, chamad, often carries a sense of to delight in or to treasure. The sin isn't in seeing something beautiful, it's in the heart's attempt to seize its value, to find a worth that you feel you lack. It can stem from the belief that God has held out on you and that your joy is stuck in someone else's current possession. It's a war of the appetites. James chapter 4 verses 1 through 2 ask, "What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire but do not have." Look at the wording. It speaks of an internal civil war where your desires for the world are stronger than your delight in the Creator. The poison of comparison. The Bible often links envy and coveting to rot in the bones. Proverbs 14:30. It's a bone-deep dissatisfaction that measures your worth by your neighbor's blessings rather than by God's grace. Coveting isn't just liking something someone else has. It's a restless resentment that believes God has been unfair to you, or that you deserve it more than they do. Do you see things that others have and want it, causing you to feel discontentment with what you do have? Do you only feel successful when you have a better car, house, or look than your immediate circle of friends? Do you look at someone else's marriage, health, or bank accounts and think, I deserve that, or I deserve more than they do? Comparison and covetousness has even led some to divorce their spouse in pursuit of these things. The greed of the soul. In Luke 12:15, Jesus warns to guard against all kinds of greed. While stealing is a greed of the hands, coveting is a greed of the soul. It is the internal theft of wanting what God has specifically assigned to someone else. If one suffers from the torment of covetousness, what can they do to remedy it? Try these 3 steps. Number 1, practice active contentment. Contentment is not a natural feeling, it's a learned skill. The Apostle Paul famously said, "I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation." Philippians 4:12. Shift from if-then thinking, meaning if I had that house, then I'd be happy, to even if thinking. So that'll look like, even if I never get that promotion, God is still good. On a daily basis, list 3 specific ways God provided for you today that you didn't earn. This forces your brain to see your own hand instead of your neighbor's and to be grateful for what you do have. Number 2, sufficiency. Coveting thrives on the lie of scarcity, the idea that there isn't enough grace, money, or love to go around. The remedy is the truth of sufficiency. Trust in God's providence. If God is a perfect Father, which He is, then what He has given you right now is exactly what you need for your sanctification. If you needed that other thing to fulfill His purpose for your life, He would have given it to you. In the Bible it says, "Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" Hebrews 13:5. Notice the remedy for wanting things is the promise of His presence. Number 3, radical generosity. Covetousness is an inward pulling force that tries to hoard value for the self. Generosity is an outward pushing force that releases it. You cannot easily covet what you are busy giving away. When you feel the sting of coveting someone else's success or possessions, intentionally give to the poor. If you find yourself obsessed with acquiring a certain item or lifestyle, go and meet a need for someone who has nothing. It helps remove the emotional attachment to a material or vain items by reminding your soul that your life does not consist of the abundance of your possessions. The bottom line is you kill covetousness by realizing that if you have God, you have everything. As the old hymn says, "The things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace."